Hakoah with finally getting into the box. It's deflected out. That was Kepo. Here is Mr. Alexander Brown, or Mr. Northern Tigers himself, formerly of the Sutherland Sharks, but has made over 200 appearances for the Northern Tigers. Spent one season away with the Sutherland Sharks. Did actually play with his teammate Connor Rose there too. But here is Hakoah trying to make something, trying to get a chance. That Aganovich is saying, you're not having any of that. And here comes Connor Rose, who spends it out wide now. Looking to make something. That's Connor Rose. Finds his man, takes a shot, but it's deflected out. And that was a brilliant chance. And that was Ryan Attard with the shot. And we have the first corner of the game. Ryan Attard did score in the last game. We're looking to go 2 from 2. That is his second goal this season. And it is his second season at the club, signing from Bonnyrigg Right Eagles, and he's also played for Blacktown City as well. But according to him, the ball don't lie, and the ball does not lie because we have a corner kick. What can the Northern Tigers do? What can they produce from this one? They're going to whip in a little bit of sauce or mustard into the box. Hand goes up from Sugawara. And Hakoah just urging everyone to go up. That's Ali Brown trying to find something. Whips it back into the box. Does find Connor Rose, but it was a battle of the 17s there. And it was Dominic Afria who just said, nope, we're going to leave that out. And it's going to be Nicholas Lowe to collect the ball and play duties as a ball boy too, as the ball goes underneath the net into the athletics track. As we remain goalless here at Hensley Athletic Field, home of Hakoah. Now he's low. He's going to hoof this one upfield. That was a beautiful technique on the kick. That's Valentin Kuni, the man hailing from France. Let's see if he can add from his experience playing in Luxembourg and in France and add to his tally. But now it's back with Aganovich, who goes out to Oliver Scott. Goes out wide once again to Sugawara. He's Aganovich. In the middle now, Hakoah with the counter-attack. But it was Phil Pott who was trying to produce something, but the ball goes out. Ali Brown, confident on his feet there, but now it will be a throw for Northern Tigers, and it looks like it will be Daichi Sugawara to throw. Here's Rose. Aganovich goes out wide to Oliver Scott. It's a decent ball, but I think his run was just a tad off there, and it was Alexander Brown who was offside. And Hakoah will now start us off trying to just do something better from this game. Hakoah now. Here is Torigo. Goes to Mikhail. But it's going to be brought down nicely there from Sugawara. And here's Aganovich. Trying to help Northern Tigers into the MPO 1 scene. There is Mutton. Sugawara, who plays it out wide now. Here is Mr. Rowe. Mr. Rowe takes a shot, and it's come off the post. And Connor Rose could have opened the scoring here for Northern Tigers. And believe me, he would have got a rose from his coach there if he slotted that one away. But it is a corner kick for Northern Tigers. Connor Rose almost breaking the net, and the end the deadlock here at Hensley Athletic Field. That could have been his 3rd goal this season. It's whipped in now for a corner. Nicky Lowe with the punch, unleashing his inner Muhammad Ali. And here is the Northern Tigers, but it was just a fade out for Connor Rose, but it's going to give the ball back to the other, number 17, Dominic Afria, who rotates between under 20s and first grade. Oh. Sorry guys, a magpie just flew straight right next to me. That freaked me out. So apologies for that. Here is Hakoah now. A club with rich history, Jewish roots the club has in the heart of Sydney's eastern suburbs. And a push in the back from Benjamin Fuchs. Not happy with the call, but I mean, I did see it from here. I think I wanted to take him out for dinner. At least play the game first. And here is Northern Tigers now to restart us. Just a bit of a slow tempo to start from both sides. Northern Tigers just trying to establish themselves, get themselves into the front foot of the game, and Hakoah just setting themselves up defensively as I think they were expecting to do, judging by the position ranks and the previous result as well. Here is Connor Rose. Going for the cross. Wasn't a bad cross there either, but it's dealt with by Hakoah. Here's Hakoah now. And that's Aganovic as Northern Tigers receive the ball once again. Torrigo deals with it defensively. It was the press there from Kepo that made it all work for Northern Tigers. Breaking history as the first Finnish player to ever play in this competition, which is a very cool statistic to have, I think. Finland not really known for their footballing brilliance there. Here's Rose. He's definitely learnt a lot of things from his brother, the way he can just control the ball and dribble. Goes out wide now. This is Oliver Scott. Not to be confused with Michael Scott from The Office. Oh, it's a through ball, but he just strays offside there and banged it into the back of the net, but he was offside. Jesse Spang there could have added to his tally there. It is his 2nd season at the club, joining from St. George and previously playing for Mounties, Wanderers and NWS Spirit. He is the man to look out for. He's got 10 goals this season, the number 7 up top. Could have made that 11 if he just timed his run a little bit better. Yeah, here is Kepo. It's an aerial battle. The ball's still bouncing. Finally headed down, but not completely yet. And it is also a battle of 2 Japanese players. We have Ryoma Takagi for Hakoah and Daichi Sugawara, who just touched the ball now for the Northern Tigers. And the National Premier League scene here in New South Wales is renowned for its Japanese imports, and they deliver brilliant highlights for us here. So we're very grateful for them too. And here's another one now. That was Kepo, who goes straight into the hands of Nicky Lowe. Hoofs it up once again. It was Thule there who tried to go for the head, and it will be a Northern Tigers ball. Benjamin Cook there also trying to contest for that one. Here is Mitchell. Here is Aganovic now. The steward at the back. He has started every game he has played since 2022, which is an awesome stat. So Mr. Reliable at the back, and has a goal to his name against Blacktown Spartans this season, who do sit at the top of the table. Northern Tigers dominating this game, which I think we all expected. was going to happen here. Let's have a look if anything has... No scores around the grounds yet, as all the games are set to kick off at 5 o'clock and 5:30. This is the first game of the round here at round 20. But I think everyone will be watching closely Darwood Chill versus Blacktown Spartans at Arlington Oval in Stanmore, as a win here for Northern Tigers and a loss for Blacktown Spartans could put them just a point behind them in second. Here's Aganovic, who goes out to Oliver Scott, who has 15 starts this season and a goal against Inter Lions in round 3 in the Cat Derby, Lions versus Tigers. And he goes out wide now to Thule. Attard. Out to Rose. It looks like he is struggling to get back up, Thule, so the fair thing to do is to just check up on him. Hopefully he's okay. These are semi-professional footballers. They have to go back to their day jobs on a Monday, so hopefully Nicholas Thule is okay. We will actually talk about the man who's going to receive treatment. He did score in last week's draw to Central Coast Mariners, and that is his 14th goal of the season, and has tied his goal tally from last year. Italian background as well. So if he can score, he will top his tally from last season as well. Nicholas Thule. Much needed rest for Hakoah to just regroup and recuperate themselves and get the all needed defensive tools back to hopefully get themselves back into this match as Northern Tigers continue to dominate the possession. It was nice to see there Sugawara checking up on his opponent, the man from Japan. Japan have been a brilliant side in the World Cup as well. They clean up at the stadium, and they also would clean up in the dressing rooms after the game too. Same with Uzbekistan, just showing what the beautiful game is truly about, and that was just a little glimpse of it right there here. The sun is beginning to set, and it looks like we might have a nice sunset on the horizon here, so definitely stay tuned for that. I know that the fans here are going to get that lovely shot for the Instagram once that happens. But we are back in action, and Nicholas Thule looks like he's up. He's on his feet, which is a good sight to see. Not just for him, but for Hakoah. And they will restart. I think they will just give the ball back to Northern Tigers. Yes, they do. Part of the fair play. There's Aganovic now to restart. And here is Oliver Scott. Goes out now to Kapoor Scott. Aganovic. Wearing the number 4 at the back, centre back. He reminds me a lot of Virgil van Dijk, but the Northern Tigers Bosnian version. Here is Hakoah now. Goes out wide to Thule, who's back up on his feet and back into the game. Sugawara defending very well there. And we will have a Hakoah throw to be thrown in by Mitchell Knight. He's got a long throw on him, but it's going to go straight into the hands of Scarley. Not Nick Scarley, but Matteo Scarley, who's a Northern Tigers nomad, rotating between under 20s and first grade, in between the sticks, in the bright fluoro goalkeeper kit. And I think they timed that offside trap pretty well, but he still had to go to the end of it, bang. And Nicholas Lowe wins a foul for Hakoah. He went flying in there, but got the best of Spang there and won a foul for his side. And it will be a free kick as we are approaching 20 minutes to go here at Hensley Athletic Field. Nicholas Lowe to recommence us here. Hoofed up field. Here is Hakoah now. Whipped in. Cleared away. Finally cleared away properly there from Oliver Scott. Here is Lloyd. Lloyd once again. That was Alex Brown. That's beautifully first time pass there from Scott out wide to Connor Rose. There is Sugawara. And Mutton going to Sugawara, trying to find Connor Rose, but he just strayed a fraction offside there. Connor Rose. And it is going to be Nicholas Lowe to start us off once again. Has been busy, but not with his hands, but with his feet. Nicholas Lowe. Lots of goal kicks, lots of free kicks that he's had to take for his side. And every single one of them has been a long ball. It's headed down beautifully there. There's Hakoah. That was Kuni trying to get there. But it's still with the team in blue. Cut out there, it was Cook. Stopping the attack just for now, Hakoah. Northern Tigers will have the ball. Garovic to go back to Scully. It goes out to Oliver Scott. Hakoah used to be regulars in the National Premier League 1 competition. It's been a while since they've been back in that competition, so they're trying to get themselves back in, but one of those comfortable sides in League 1 at the moment. And Nicholas Lowe, the goalkeeper for that side, has the ball once again. Referee counting down to kick the ball with the new 8-second implementation that they have for the goalkeepers to release the ball. And here is Scott. There's Alan Aganovic, A&A. So far, he's protected his side at the back like a AA battery, Mr. Aganovic. And here is Northern Tigers now. Here's Scott. Almost lost possession there, but retained it really well. Here's Kepor in a foot race, wins it, but Nicky Lowe, safe hands there. As he controls it beautifully. Has 2 seconds to kick the ball and does so. Aganovic there. Here's Mr. Captain himself, Lachlan Lloyd, double L. Connor Rose. Whips it in. Trying to get a corner or something out of this. Here is Connor Rose once again. Lloyd. But they come flying in, Hakoah. No nonsense defending there. That was Tooley. Not a great challenge there from Aganovic there. And the first piece of cheese has been shown for this game, and it is Alan Aganovic there. Northern Tigers already have a suspended player. They do not want to have another one there. I think Aganovic saw a counter-attack coming and said, I'm going to take this one for the team, and did so to prevent Hakoah from a goal and receive a ball in an area that was less dangerous. And we are restarting once again with Northern Tigers. Here's Aganovic. Sugawara. Aganovic. Here is Oliver Scott. Aganovic. Sugawara. No options there, so has to go back. Which I think, trying to find something. He's going to keep going. The whip in was the only plausible option there. And a foul has gone the other way. And it was Hakoah who was the culprit there. As we have 15 minutes to go in this half. And it still remains goalless. Now, as a commentator, I've never seen a nil or draw. So and I want that streak to continue, not just for the sake of seeing goals, but for the sake of everyone watching at home. Football is a game of goals, remember that. And we do want to see goals. And here is Nicky Lowe to start us off. On a beautiful winter's night here, not too cold, not too hot. A perfect night for football. I'm sure the players are loving this. Under the lights as well. Here at Hensley Athletic Field, Hakoah versus Northern Tigers. So far, it is a battle that is goalless, but both sides looking to edge themselves into the scoring books. Here is Hakoah now to take the throw. Trying to find his teammates in green and white. Not cleared away properly yet by Northern Tigers. It's a shot. It might go out for a throw-in, but it's saved in brilliantly there from Thule, using his tools of the trade to just keep his side with possession. But Aganovic once again with the ball. Here is Scott now. Mutton. Scott. Goes up, trying to find Alexander Brown. Nicky Lowe, once again, hoofing it up. Thule keeping it in, but it goes straight down to Sugawara. Here's Lloyd. Shots on. And a foul is one. That was Ryan Attard winning the foul there. As we can hear the bustling planes of the Sydney skyline over the free kick that is about to be won. We aren't too far away from the airport here, as the JQ525 from Melbourne could maybe see this free kick go into the back of the net. Here is Connor Rose to take. Three-man war set up for Hakoah. It's a shot! Nicky Lowe with the dive, but I don't think that was necessary there, and it is a goal kick. We just want to see the ball in the actual back of the net, not the net protecting the athletic field, but the net that the goalkeepers are protecting. And Nicky Lowe will start us off once again. Loves a long goal kick, and we're about to see that once again. For Nicky Lowe in a beautiful pink goalkeeper jersey. Hoofed up now. If you're just joining us, it is 0-0 here, as you can see from the big 0-0 in the scoreboard between Hakoah and Northern Tigers. It's a shot. And not handsome or pretty there once again, as that one flies over the net. Lots and lots of football. We've got football in NPL 1 and in League 1 too. Hoofed up now. Aganovic trying to get to that. Here's Hakoah. And shout out to the 86 of you watching as well. We appreciate every single one of you. If it wasn't for y'all, this league wouldn't be thriving in the way that it is. And Hakoah headed out from Sugawara. Here is Connor Rose. Absolutely does him there. And he's off to the races now. Renwick is not that far away either. Whipped in. And it was a brilliant save. Hakoah there. The man from Finland denied by the brick wall of Nicky Lowe. It's going to be a throw-in now for the Tigers, trying to unleash that roar that they can put into the back of the net. Here is Daniel Hakoah to put a long throw into the box. He's got the Hakoah bench standing beside him watching. Does a big throw into the box, and Nicky Lowe with the safe hands there. It's like they were playing a game of catch there. And Nicky Lowe wins that one. He's going to go for the long kick once again, it looks like. Puts the ball down and goes for the kick. That's, to be fair to Nicky Lowe, he does have pretty good rate of finding the heads or the feet or the shoulders and the knees of Hakoah players. And they continue to with a spell of possession now. Here's Connor Rose, who just loses the ball. Here is Mitchell Knight for Hakoah to take. Mr. Reliable has started all games but one this season. The game he did not start was a 0-0 draw against MacArthur Rams. His one goal this season came in a 1-1 draw to Newcastle Jets as well. Mitchell Knight at the back. Plenty of football to watch from all around Australia, all around New South Wales here in League One especially as well. With plenty of national, with NPL 1 also on at the same time. We've got Manly United versus St. George, Sydney Olympic versus Rockdale Illington, and the Sutherland Sharks came away with the 3-0 dub over Western Sydney Wanderers over at Wanderers Park. And we currently have Bankstown City versus Central Coast Mariners, Bulls FC Academy versus Hersel Zagreb, Dulwich Hill versus Blacktown Spartans, Hills United versus Prospect United, and Inter Lions versus Western City Rangers in this league, all kicking off as well, with plenty of League 2 action as well. So plenty of football around as well for you all to watch. I mean, what a better way to spend your Saturday, right? We just had the World Cup finish, and now we've got footballing action locally. And that was a head from Spang. He couldn't unleash that one into the back of the net. It'll be Nicholas Lowe to once again start us off. Nicholas Lowe to once again take a long kick. So far been pretty decent success rate, but so far we have not seen any goals. Hoofed upfield now, Nicholas Lowe. And Sugawara there. Here is Kuni. And that just almost found it stretching himself into the back of the net. Valentin Kuni. The man hailing from Rams. He did also score in last week's draw to Central Coast Mariners and has 4 goals this season. Last season he had 11 goals. So knows how to put a ball into the back of the net, but hasn't put one in yet, as a number 9 should do. Now here is Mutton. Goes to Sugawara. Rose. I think he was trying to look for the switch to Hakoah, but thought the easy option would just be to go back to Aganovic. Now here is Brown. who told me he was looking forward to hearing back the commentary today. I spoke to him just before the game. Alex Brown. Nicky Lowe with the hoof, but it finds the byline instead of a Hakoah foot. It is Northern Tigers to start us off once again. It's a nice throw to Lloyd, who finds the feet of Attard. Some brilliant one-touch football there. Here's Brown. Finds the feet of Spain, who gets absolutely muscled off the ball there from Knight, who defends his castle just for now. And Hakoah continue to play some counter-attacking football here. He is Kuni. Still going. Ball's not out, but he just couldn't find a man in blue. And it was Connor Rhodes just trying to do a step over the ball, but it's fallen straight to Fuchs, who also wins a foul. So Hakoah, they're doing themselves well there. And it will be Mikhail to take this one, who is a Hakoah nomad permanently in first grade with 12 starts in 23 games for Jordan Mikhail himself. Hoofs it up. Keeper calls for it. Gets himself in a bit of a tangle there and wins the foul. Matteo Scali. Oliver Scott trying to find Spain, but finds the head of Dorigo. Takes the shot. And I don't think Hakoah will mind that. Get some shots on the board. That was Valentin Kuni once again. Here's Scally to start us off. And looks like Matty Staples in the middle is going to have a word with Hakoah player here. It might be in regards to dissent. I'm not sure. I don't have a headset on to tell you, but he was having a word to Mikhail. Now here is Aganovic, who goes out to Scott. Out wide to Sugawara. Aganovic. Sugawara. Up now to Rose, trying to find the pedal that can put his side back, to put his side into the lead. Here is, that was Lloyd Scott. It's a pass to Brown. Here's Lloyd, takes the shot. Blocked away though. That's Scott. Finds Mutton. Here is Connor Rowe. Whipped in, trying to find DePaul. But it finds the hands of Nicky Lowe once again, who will once again go long as well. Not long to go now at Hensley Athletic Field, and as the night sky rises, so too does that giant Westfield side in the corner that we can see over there in the heart of Sydney's eastern suburbs. Home of shopping, beautiful football, and the bustle, the buzzingness that Sydney provides. Here's Hakoah. Lost the ball, but regained it, but it's gone back to Northern Tigers with Kapoor. And here's Lowe. Loves a long ball. Does actually win it once again. I can definitely see why Hakoah have stuck around with Nicky Lowe. Just has brilliant accuracy on the ball there. Nicky Lowe. Urging him to shoot, and does take it on, but it's hit the wrong net there, and it must have taken a deflection on the way out, and it is a corner kick for Northern Tigers. Can they get themselves into the lead? What will they do from this? We're going to find out very shortly as we're counting down the final moments of the first half. Another plane flying over the horizon as the corner's whipped in. Nicky Lowe, save hands, shot away, and it's blocked once again. tactically tackled there from Hakoah. As we hit 1 minute to go, excluding the stoppage time that will come with it. Here is Capo. And now it's back with Scott. Here is Aganovic, who goes out to Sugawara. Whips it in now, Sugawara. But it's headed out there from Dominic Ofria. It's going to be another corner. It's going to be whipped in once again by Daichi Sugawara. Let's see what he can produce for his side. As the game still remains goalless. Northern Tigers concerned about the distance that Ofria is from the corner taker. I don't think he's got the required amount. Let's see what they can produce here. Hand goes up, corner comes in, but it's headed away. There should not be long to go now. Just that additional time that we have been waiting for. Here is Capo to take the throw. Throws it in. He's got arms on him, Capo. Here's Sugawara, takes the shot, but it is deflected off the other Japanese man, Ryoma Takaji. Now here's Sugawara to take the throw. Trying to find an option. It goes to Aganovic. It's been some great connections between those two at the back so far. Here is Oliver Scott. Both teams stubborn in their defence. And calls for handball approved by the referee as Spangs the ball into his hand, and Nicky Lowe will start us off once again for the long ball. And it looks like we have some sort of confetti on the field as well. I'm not sure if that's a pre-celebration for Hakoah. But so far, another 45 to go once Nicky Lowe brings this one in, and the injury time has been finished. That's Ali Brown. Knight to clear that one. That was Takaji. He had Fuchs there just for the simple pass, and Fuchs not happy about that one either. That he could have just gone for the simple pass. For Hakoah to now chase this one. That was another foul for Northern Tigers. And here is Rose. Just took that extra touch that was not necessary, and it was Phil Pott there. He wasn't even on the team sheet last game, so trying to prove himself there. And it will be a Hakoah throw. Thrown in tonight. Sorry, thrown in by Knight. A game of long throws here. And that's brilliantly done there from Sugawara. And it comes into the feet of Scully. Should not be long to go now here in this first half of action. Both sides desperate for those 3 points. Ali Brown. And that is half-time here at Hensley Athletic Field. Hakoah 0, Northern Tigers 0. We will see you in 15 minutes, so don't go anywhere. But if you are going to go somewhere, grab some popcorn, because the second half is going to be entertainment. And I can tell you that now. Do not go anywhere. I have been Christos Madmasakis. I will see you in 15 minutes or so. Do not go anywhere, and we will be returning soon. Hello and welcome back to this League One men's match of the round here between Hakoah Sydney City East in the sky blue with the ball versus Northern Tigers. If you just joined us, it is a 0-0 and Northern Tigers have showed their dominance this game but not enough to execute their chances, and we have another emphatic 45 minutes for you. So do not go anywhere and grab your popcorn, grab your woody and sit by the fireplace and enjoy the next 45 minutes of footballing action here at Hensley Athletic Field in the heart of East Gardens, right across from Westfield as well, for the next 44 minutes now. Here is Hakoah on the ball. Goes back all the way now. That is Aganovic. Here is Scott. We're going to see a lot more of, it looks like Lachlan Lloyd has slotted himself in the fullback position. Now we're going to see a lot more of this side of the pitch of Kepo and Lachlan Lloyd for the Northern Tigers. Comes out wide. There is Lloyd trying to find Spain, and it goes straight into the hands of Nicky Lowe once again. Let's see. Gonna go for the long ball. Headed down. There's Aganovic with the strong head on him. Looking for an option now, but I think he's going to go back to Nicolo, and he does, Dorigo. Hakoah on the ball now, trying to find an attack. Here is Tooley, whipped in, but could not just get enough onto that one. And it is a goal kick for the Northern Tigers. They will restart now here with Oliver Scott. That was Cole Mutton, the number 6. Aganovic once again using his head. That's Lloyd now. Comes in, there's Spang. Alex Brown trying to find the wide man, but instead it goes straight into the feet of Takagi. And it's Hakoah. They've got the pace. Oh, and the ball has been spilled, and there's a bit of a miscommunication, but it's offside, and that could have been it for Hakoah. And in disbelief, Benjamin Fuchs is. There was a bit of a miscommunication there, and Hakoah could have opened the scoring there. He had an empty net. He could have had a cup of tea with that too, but it looks like that goal will be disallowed. It looks like they are going to communicate with each other, though, the officials. But wow, that was against the run of play. Just a lapse of communication there led to the chance for Hakoah, but it looks like they straight. But the goal has been given, and Hakoah have opened the scoring here at Hensley Athletic Field. Definitely what this side needs, a bolster of attack, and it's Benjamin Fuchs who finishes off his dinner here at Hensley Athletic Centre. And we have the first goal of the night. That is his 5th goal of the season. 18 games this season, has been at Hakoah for many years, played against Sydney FC in a 2025 friendly, and has now scored once again here for Hakoah. All he had to do was just tap it into the empty net, and he did so. Benjamin Fuchs makes it 1-0 here. And that is no Fuchs given there for Benjamin Fuchs as he opens up the scoring here for Hakoah. Against the run of play, Northern Tigers have been dominant all game long, but that's football for you. One chance and you can bang it into the back of the net, and that is exactly what he did. More like a caress into the back of the net, and the deadlock has been broken. I told you when I commentate, we do not see goals, and that is exactly what we have seen. Is a goal as Northern Tigers now trail here at Hensley away. This will be huge for the club if they can keep this lead. Northern Tigers do sit second for a reason, and that is because they have consistency, and it's Ali Brown who gets taken down there. Plenty to play for here, Northern Tigers. Hakoah have not taken their foot off the gas just yet. They know what Northern Tigers are capable of. And here is a free kick now for Northern Tigers. It looks like it's going to be Sugawara to whip this one in. Whipped in now. Headed away. Not headed away properly, but it's finally headed away there from the goal scorer himself, Benjamin Fuchs. And he's on the burners here. He's got the pace. Cook. But I think he just cooked himself a bit there, and Northern Tigers can continue, but Hakoah received the ball back. Just a different Hakoah that we've seen in this second half. They rejuvenated themselves. Don't know what was said at halftime, but whatever was said clearly worked. But I could speak my words too soon here. Northern Tigers, but it is beautifully defended from Hakoah. That was Knight. So far, he's guarded the castle all too well there. And it is Northern Tigers, Lachlan Lloyd, to take this corner. Let's see what he's going to deliver here for his side. Whipped in with pace. Headed out. And it looks like we're going to have a throw in. Just look at him. You know that the Tigers want this. They want to get themselves back into the game. Kapoor absolutely on the burners there to receive the ball. And every single Northern Tigers player, bar the goalkeeper, is in this half. Thrown in now. Nicky Lowe gets his hands to it. Goes back to Kapoor, the man from Finland. Whipped in. Headed down. Looks like that was Connor Rose. Just a bit of a fumbling at the back, but they've finally dealt with it now. And here's Hakoah. Here's Tooley, as you could hear from the spectator. Comes out wide to Kapoor. It goes wide to Rose, who's got plenty of space here. Takes the shot! And not too bad there from Connor Rose. And it is a goal kick. It looks like Nicky Lowe will be the man to restart us. And it will definitely be another long one here. Hakoah are the team to have broken the deadlock here. Hoofed upfield. The players discontent, not the ball, that the infringement did not go anyone's way there, but we do continue with the game here. Here is Northern Tigers, who are trailing to Hakoah. Here is Kapoor. But the ball is out. It's a nice catch. Oh, look at that. That's a... Must have played rugby league in his past life, Oliver Scott, with that pass. Would have done better than the Blues did last week. Sorry, a few days ago. Here is Kapoor. Kapoor to Scott. Mutton. Intercepted. Here is Cook. It's a through ball, but looks like he was off side there. Valentin Guni. And Northern Tigers to start us off. Here is Mutton. Oliver Scott now. Brown. Scott. Just consistent he has been, Oliver Scott. Doesn't have the clean sheet tonight, but has been consistent in the way he's handled the ball. Here's Kuni. Beautiful outside of the foot pass there. Here's Tooley. And it's just an easy catch there for Scully. And here is Brown. Using his left foot there the whole time. Alex Brown. He also has a football academy called Diamond Football Academy as well. So anyone living around the Northern Tigers precinct can go check that one out too. He started all but 2 games this season and has 5 goals. So Ali Brown, another one of the reliables here for Northern Tigers. Here's Sugawara. Oliver Scott now out to Kapoor. Goes back to Scott. Trying to find an opening here, but Hakoah are keeping themselves stubborn in the defence. They want to maintain this lead. Out wide, here is Scott now. Intercepted by Hakoah. Here is Philpott. But it's now a Freer with the ball. And a foul has been given. It looks like the linesman had called that one, and the referee agrees. And they finally found the spot where the infringement was. Here's Sugawara. Scott now has plenty of options, but just goes with Aganovic. Goes for the long ball, trying to find Kapoor. Just sat down wonderfully there. There is Lloyd, who's going back to go forwards, as is Northern Tigers. Spang. Scott. Here is Lloyd now. Looks like it'll be Kapoor to take the throw. And it looks like we have some reinforcements coming on for Northern Tigers, trying to get themselves back into this one. And as soon as I know who the substitutions are, I will let you know. It looks like that one is... Looks like that is Ethan Hurst. I will get confirmation for you, but it looks like Mutton has come off as well. We have 2 substitutions on for the Northern Tigers. I'll let you know who they are, and I'll give you a bit of a spiel about them too, as soon as I can tell you who they are. Nicky Lowe to start us off. It's headed down for Hakoah there from Philpott. And a foul has been won. You could hear all the groans from Hakoah there, but it was won there by Brown. Here's Scott. Goes to Aganovic. Out wide now to Sugawara. Here's Aganovic. Trying to find the target man, Jesse Spang, but it finds the hands of Nicky Lowe. And the countdown begins now. And it is number... And Hakoah now have themselves a dangerous free kick in a dangerous area. It's headed out now. And it looks like looking at the wrong team. So number 28, Sebastian Cerese, has come on for the Northern Tigers. Can confirm that one. Who first season with the club after signing from Bonnie White Eagles, with 5 goals this season, all early on in the season, including a double against Prospect United in a 3-0 win in round 2. Came on in the 71st minute last game, so getting a similar amount of minutes. Argentinian and Colombian. Now here is Kepo rinsing everyone, but just couldn't execute the final pass there. Now here is Brown to start us off again. Here's Scott. Goes out. Here is Aganovic. Takes the shot, but that one's going to go all the way back to Port Botany with that shot, as Aganovic skies that one. And we now will receive another ball. I don't think Nicky Lowe is going to go chase that one. Urging his team forward once again. Nicky Lowe to start us off with the hoof. Hakoah on the attack now. They've got the shot. Where's the square? But he just couldn't get his foot in front of it. And it's going to be a throw for Daniel Kepo. Kepo to start us off. Goes back to Scott. But there's just a bit of miscommunication there. And Oliver Scott, who's been consistently good all game with the ball, just had a bit of a fumble there, and it is a corner kick for Hakoah. And it is a throw now for Hakoah. Let's see what Hakoah can get from this one. Maybe double their lead as we approach about 25 minutes left into the match. Hoofed in now. Headed away from Aganovic. And it was Sugawara there who went absolutely flying in like a samurai. And it will be looks like it's going to be a corner kick for Hakoah, who have now started to pick up the momentum. Here's Hakoah now to deliver. Let's see what they can do. It's whipped in now. It's headed. And it's easily just got there, Mr. Scully there from the keeper. He made sure he was comfortable with that one, and definitely was comfortable with that one. Here is Scott now. And it looks like, I think Jake De Silva is also... Sorry, no. Javier Struve Betancourt, I think, is the other man to also have come on. Here is Northern Tigers now. No, sorry, it's Jake De Silva, the other man that has come on for Northern Tigers, who's another nomad with 4 goals rotating between under-20s and first grade. He actually has a goal in every competition he has played in this season. The under-20s, first grade and Australian Cup came on in the 45-minute last game, so getting a bit less under his belt, Portuguese and English background. Whipped in, not the best there, but there was Lloyd, who's still got another chance with the ball. Here's Hakoah. Sugawara. Whipped in, calls for away. Still with the ball. Here's Aganovic. Just the man mountain, that man. Shots on! And that one, not handsome or pretty, and that one goes wide as well. And looks like we're going to have another double substitution from Northern Tigers. It'll be Daniel Hakoah to come off this time around. He's coming off at around about the same time he came off on in the last game, 71st minute. Now, I will let you know who has come on as soon as they turn around and look at me. And it will be another long goal kick there for Nicky Lowe. And now I can confirm that Javier Struve Betancourt has come on. Apologies there. I thought that 16 was a 15, so I can't confirm anything just yet until I see it. But we move. I will confirm with you. Oliver Franz has come on, the man on the ball now. He did start last game. Now getting a stint on. Oliver Franz, who rotates between under-20s and first grade with 4 goals. None have come in first grade. And he came off on the 71st minute last game, so he's getting about around... But so he came on this time at around about the same time. He is on for the Tigers. Northern Tigers controlling the ball again. Here's Scott. That was Franz to Scott, out to Brown. Here's Aganovic. Absolutely puts everyone onto the burners there, Aganovic. Definitely a wonderful addition to the side. Here are the Tigers now whipped in, but it's going to just parry itself all the way out there. Yes, can confirm that he is on. That was Javier Struve Betancourt with the cross that one. Rotates between under-20s and first grade with 9 goals this season, but none for first grade. Venezuelan background, came on in the 83rd minute last game, so he will be getting definitely some more minutes this time around. I think it's a bit unlucky that Venezuela aren't in the World Cup this year. And that was an air swing from Franz. Just hustle, and a foul has gone the other way against Hakoah. It's restarted now with Oliver Scott. Here's Northern Tigers trying to get something from this. Oliver Scott now, nice little backward pass. Lachlan Lloyd. Northern Tigers continue to work here. That was Serete. Aganovic. Goes out to Franz. There is a Hakoah player on the floor, and Nicky Lowe will just throw that one out as another Hakoah player requires treatment. So once again, just a bit of a reminder about both teams' last results. So Hakoah are coming off a 2-2 draw to Central Coast Mariners, while the Tigers are coming off a 1-0 home win against Inter Lions in the Cat Derby there. A win will be crucial for Hakoah, getting them back in the middle of the pack, closer to that, while a win for North Tigers will put them closer to first. Northern Tigers did win the reverse fixture 2-0, so far it looks like it's going to be a tied head-to-head. It is thrown back to Nicky Lowe now, who will restart this game. And as we can see behind him, the under-20s are preparing to play in the next game. A lot of teams do that now. First grade will go first, and then the 20s. So maybe for those that were sitting on the bench as the 20s players, will actually get a chance to strap up for the side. And here, that was Spang who loses the ball, but it comes back now. Here are the Tigers. Full steam ahead. You know, for a club like Tigers to be green and white, it's cool. You know, not your traditional orange and black like Camden Tigers. Oliver Scott with the cross. Here is Kuni. He's going to urge his team to go allez, 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 the man from France, but don't think he'll be happy with that pass, as you can see from his expression there. A man that has played in Luxembourg and France. Luxembourg, one of the only double landlocked countries with Uzbekistan. So there's a fun fact for you tonight. Not only are you watching football, we get to learn some facts too. Here's Aganovic, who goes out wide to Scott. There is Lloyd, who went to France, who goes back to Scott. Aganovic, who goes out wide now to Sugawara. And Hakoah are preparing a substitution as well, it seems. Goes out wide now to Oliver Scott. Here is Lachlan Lloyd. Here's Alexander Brown. Twinkle Toes goes back to Scott. Trying to find Spang. Team urging him to shoot, just trying to get something onto the board. But looks like Hakoah just keeping themselves stubborn at the back. Every man defending except for Kuni, but he's got himself a crucial role. He's got that counter attack too, which Leaky Low. Safe hands there, applause from the crowd. He's been very consistent this game, urging his team up once again. And he's used almost all the 8 seconds there. Aganovic heads it straight into the path of a Hakoah player. Matty Staples says no, as Benjamin Cook fell to the floor there. Okay, they will continue on now with Da Silva. Here's Aganovic. Scott. Aganovic. The run is on. There is Alex Brown. Touchdown perfectly. And a free kick goes the other way, this side to Hakoah. And another piece is shown into the book for the referee, with Alex Brown getting himself into the book this time around. And we have a substitution for Hakoah. I'm not sure if they're going to do that now, as there is a player on the ground for Hakoah. With 15 minutes left in this match. Promises to be a brilliant last 15 minutes. Game's not over yet, and the substitution has come on here for Hakoah. As soon as that man turns around, I can see his number. I will let you know who that is. And right on cue, he does that for me. So I appreciate that. It is Mac Liversidge, who also was the starter in the last game, rotates between under 20s and first grade. Mac Liversidge. And it looks like players are up on their feet, roaring and ready to go as well. And it'll be Nicky Lowe to push his team forward once again with an oomph on the ball. This time it finds his head of Aganovic. That was Scott, beautifully touched down there. That was an exquisite first touch. We can appreciate a good first touch there. Here is Northern Tigers now on the ball. There's Friends. And the ball goes to the way of Hakoah now. Hakoah pushing and bumping and trying to get themselves another game that could well and truly put this game to bed. And here is Nicky Lowe now. Hoofed upfield once again. Another successful pass. It goes to Philpott, but Cook couldn't just get to the end of that. They let him cook, but he just couldn't produce the final recipe there to get it into the back of the net. Now here's Aganovic. It's a good catch there from the coach. Maybe he should slot into the game. Here's Aganovic now. The double A battery couldn't keep a clean sheet this game. The substitutions working with each other, Therese and Da Silva. Aganovic looks like he's just going to urge his keeper to get the ball, and does, gets it back to him, Scully. Aganovic now goes out wide to Sugawara. Here is Northern Tigers on the ball. Trying to find something here. Attacking once again. That was Betancourt. And it goes straight into the hand. It's a goal kick once again. Straight into the hand, sorry. It will be a goal kick for Nicky Lowe, who's going to urge his team to go forward once again. Let's see what he can produce here. Another successful pass, perhaps. And Northern Tigers can now counter here. It will be a Hakoah throw. They just got the ball quickly to them so that they could restart. Hakoah leading the game. Definitely against the run of play. The ball spilled by the keeper, and all they had to do was just poke it into an empty net. I don't think Scully will be happy with that one. Here is Oliver Friends. There's Scott. Goes out to Aganovic. Here is Serese. Aganovic. Every single Northern Tigers player has themselves in this half once again. Here's Aganovic. And that's Da Silva, wearing white instead of silver. Northern Tigers trying to find something, dominating the possession once again, but has led to nothing as they trail by a goal to nil. Here is Scott, who goes out wide to Ferrans. Lachlan Lloyd going for the cross. shouts there. That was Betancourt. Hoofed in, but it's deflected, and Hakoah love that as the ball goes into the back of the little net, as we can see the bench player going to grab that one. And the ball goes out, just a simple pass. Northern Tigers making silly errors. Here is Hakoah to restart now. That was Arganovic once again. Just bodies flying in now. The fatigue definitely showing. And another offside play once again for Hakoah. And it will be started once again with Shkali. Northern Tigers trying to get themselves back into the game. Less than 8 minutes to go now. Here is Lachlan Lloyd now. Cleared away. Here's Aganovic. But it's a mistake. And Hakoah are on the counter here. Can they put it in the back of the net to finally finish it? But the goalkeeper collects that one nice and comfortably there. Here is Northern Tigers getting themselves into the right positions, but just can't find the back of the net yet. It's a shot! And it flies up the top, Jake Da Silva with that one. And Hakoah are going to have themselves another substitution who is going to be ready soon. That is up to the referee's discretion. We'll get about 7 minutes, maybe 7 minutes to play in the game. Here's Nicky Lowe to go long once again, and does so. Hoofed up from Mikhail. Brought down. There is Takaji with not only the flashy feet but the flashy hair too. Goes out wide. Here's Kuni. Still going. I'm not sure why they were stopped. And that was almost into the back of the net once again. Hakoah. Dangerous. And we have a substitution in the offing for Hakoah Sydney City East. Not long to go now here at Hensley. Time does fly by when you're having fun. And a substitution now for Hakoah. I will confirm who it is as soon as I see that man's number. But it looks like it is a defensive substitution to just get that win, get the dub, get the 3 points that Hakoah got from the burst of energy that they got from scoring that goal. Northern Tigers whip that one in. It's dangerous, but finally cleared. Not cleared away properly as they thought they would have. That was Da Silva. Beautifully touched there by Scott. Dangerous pass. Dangerous pass. He had plenty of time too, but that was Scully. We did see something similar like that happen a few weeks ago with SD Raiders and Sydney Olympic. And handball shouts are waved away and it just hits the side netting. I think they've given the corner. Yep, the corner has been given. 5 minutes to go. Northern Tigers are down 1-0. All to play for here in these last few minutes. Potential for a point. Potential to double the lead. let's see what's going to happen. And you guys will be here right along for the ride. And that was... And now that's out for a goal kick. As we trickle down the minutes. Nicky Lowe to urge his team forward once again. Still cannot confirm who the new substitution was. Headed up there, it's still going. Lots of headers here. Here is Valentin Kuni. Lloyd Aganovic. And here is Sungawara. Sungawara. Out wide now to Scott. Just not enough on that flick. Here's Kuni. Lloyd. Northern Tigers on the burst. Trying to find something here. What can they find? So far they haven't found the back of the net. Northern Tigers. Lloyd. That goes out wide to Sugawara. Whipped in. It's touched. And it's hit! And once again, that just parries over the net and over the bar. And it looks like we will have another, I think it's 2 last-ditch substitutions for Hakoah. Just get some game time under the belts for these 2 players as well in the last 2 minutes or so. And it will be the Frenchman himself, Valentin Kuni, who's saying au revoir to this game. And it is Joshua Fuchs. So the Fuchs brothers get to play with each other for the last 2 minutes or so. Here is Hakoah now. I think that one of the Fuchs... the goal scorer, Benjamin Fuchs, is actually off the pitch. So one Fuchs brother is off and the other one is on, like it has been the whole game. Not long to go now. And so far, it looks like Hakoah is going to take the 3 points. And the Northern Tigers have a long trip back to Tarama. And that's Jensen Voust, who is the other man to come on for Northern Tigers. Number 5. Trying to find something here. Jensen Voust, the man number 5, rotates between 20s and first grade. Started 7 games all season. Just getting on the burners, trying to find something. Here's Aganovic now. Here's Da Silva. Franz. Back to Da Silva, who's got the ball. Here's Aganovic, who goes out wide to Sugawara. Hoofed in now. Trying to find something. Has found it. Here's Lloyd. Whipped in. Nicky Lowe getting himself up. And I thought that was in, but it is a goal kick. That would have been it. That would have been the sharing of the points right there. But it looks like Hakoah, against the run of play, against all odds, have broken the bookies and are going to run away with the 3 points. Nicholas Lowe once again with the long kick. Referee urging for him to just take the ball and take it and kick it. And we will have some stoppage time, so this game is not over yet, as KSI and Tom Grennan once sung. There could still be time for another goal. Hoofed away It will be a throw in. But it was going to be a throw in, but Hakoah decided to keep it in. And Northern Tigers continuing with the ball. Trying to find something, maybe just a last effort to get a goal. Just put something into the box. It is a foot race, but it looks like Lloyd is going to win that one and win, and it will be a row in for Hakoah. A last effort attempt. There's not long to go now. I think Hakoah see those 3 points in their sights. They could literally celebrate with a feed across the road if they get this. Could even watch Toy Story 5. That's out at the moment too. And it will be all 3 points for Hakoah. They battled hard. They defended with grit and determination, and have ended the game with 3 points, thanks to a calamity at the back for Northern Tigers, and they pounce on it like a tiger pouncing on its prey, and have gotten the win. Hakoah definitely proud of their efforts. Northern Tigers, a massive setback for that promotion race, as the reverse fixture was 2-0 win to Northern Tigers. This time it'll be 1-0. It'll be even in the head-to-head this time around. Hooped in now. And a last-minute foul has been won by Hakoah, which should do it. He is on the floor, but that should do it for Hakoah, Sydney City East. That could be the win that they've needed. Hakoah, Sydney City East. What they have been waiting for. Nicky Lowe with the last push. The last push to bring his side in. And this will be their third win in 6 games. They beat the top Blacktown Spartans 2-1, and they have now beaten the second in Northern Tigers. All that is left now is for the referee to confirm it by putting his mouth to the whistle. Still not over yet. It was a shot there from Scott. Nicky Lowe. Should not be long to go now. Nicky Lowe, I think with just this kick, should do it. Puts the ball down and hoofs it up. Trying to find her. It does find a Hakoah player. And it will go straight back to Scully. Hoofs it upfield now. Both teams just trying to get something. Trying to finish this game strong. And here is Da Silva. Who goes out to Sugawara. Here is Chereche. Goes out wide now. Here's Chereche once again. Nicky Lowe, easy catch. Mr. Reliable himself will be happy with this clean sheet. Delivered some beautiful long balls and a clean sheet, and could be a win here for Hakoah. All that is left now, once again, referee to confirm it, Aganovic with the head. Friends, into the middle now. It's a nice turn there from Scott. Nicky Lowe with the hands once again. Players just anticipating the whistle, anticipating for this game to be over, for Hakoah to sing the song and get the 3 points. Should not be too long to go now. It has been a pleasure of a game to watch. 1-0 in 2 consecutive games of commentating for me. Last week, SD Raiders and Rockdale, the underdogs, went on to beat the Giants, and this is a similar fate once again. A David v Goliath story, and David is the successor in a Hakoah win. It could be a huge Hakoah win. As soon as the whistle blows, they will be off to the races, off to Randwick and partying like no tomorrow. Sensibly, of course. Just urging to get the ball out. Just get it out of harm's way is what they need, Hakoah. And that is it. It is all confirmed now. Hakoah, Sydney City East have come away with the 3 points here. A massive win, a massive haul here at Hensley Athletic Field. It was Benjamin Fuchs who just tucked away the goal at the empty net, capitalised on the mistake, and leads his side to get all 3 points in what was a thrilling game here. I have been Chrisos Mavromistakis. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. League One men's match of the round. It was a match of the round on purpose. Round 20 here, all but done for both sides. Full time here at Hensley Athletic Field. It is Hakoah, Sydney City East 1, Northern Tigers 0. Have a brilliant rest of your weekend and goodbye for now. If you want to hear some more at commentating action tomorrow, I will be down at Marconi tomorrow for Marconi Stallions versus Nepean in the League One women's match of the round. See you all then, and goodbye.